I think Ludi can start. Coach Ludi can start.
Okay.
Hello, everyone. My name is Ludi Stefaniuk, and today I'm here to represent USA Artistic Swimming. And we partner with the Fishtail App with Leila today, and she has a beautiful presentation for us coaches and DTC or parents that is going to be very helpful. So, Leila, do you want to tell us about yourself and what we should expect today for the presentation?
Yeah, sure. So my name is Laila Badawi. I'm the founder of Fishtail App. I'm actually based in Cairo, Egypt. I haven't practiced the sport myself, but I am a parent of an athlete. Being on the pool for so long, a lot long hours, I've noticed that there was a problem with the new rules, and I thought maybe we can fix it with technology in a way. And today's session is mainly about presenting Fishtail app and how and show you how it can save time. We can provide expert advice and upgrade your overall coaching experience. We will present to you our vision to gather sources in one platform for your information, for DD calculations, and how to share with your community as well. So that's a brief about today, what to expect, because Fishtail app is all about saving time and effort and just making information more accessible and easy to share. That's it. So I can just go ahead and start on the presentation. I think USA Artistic Swimming Foundation, they've asked me to record this, so this session is being recorded. They will probably have it posted somewhere when it's done, just for your reference in the future. Okay, so let's start with the presentation.
Before we start, if anyone has question, please go ahead and put it on the chat, and I will make sure to ask Leila to take a little brief stop to read all the questions.
Yes, absolutely.
So don't hesitate.
Yes, absolutely, because this application actually was developed through talking with coaches all the time, and every detail that you mention always matters, and it makes it evolve in the right direction. So I'll start with this is just the initial introduction that why we have built Fishtail app. The artistic swimming has undergone major changes. The rules have changed, the scoring system has changed, but these changes are all very clearly specified within within the World Aquatics PDFs and documents. So it's pretty logical. It's all very logical, but a bit complicated. So the problem is it's a lot of information to process, and the system has a lot of rules and guidelines which require each coach to have a technical submission and calculations prior to the competitions. So this kind of entails a coach having the PDFs in hand, some calculators in hand, taking videos, sharing some movement, and looking up all the allowances and execution mistakes and all that. So this is mainly what we saw as the problem. So this actually here, I don't think you can hear it, but this is one of the very early reviews of one of our users. This is Coach Brianna from Sweden. She had worked with the first feature which was the Acro Builder, and the tools we present today is the first one is the Search and Learn, the second one is the Acro and Hybrid Builder, the last one is the Share and Consult. So these are the main tools that we focus on at this point. The first thing is the Search and Learn, and you can see here on the screen, and here it shows you how the app works. On the right, you have the search tool. On the left is the home, where it takes you back to your profile. So when you do search, you can actually filter by selecting hybrid, which family, and then you can view everything that's there. The idea is the codes are a lot. And when you look up in the PDF using the search tool that is just typing the code, sometimes you go through many things to get to where you want. But here you can see it all in one page with the illustrations, which we did as an example for each family and each skill. We also added, here you can see all the flexibility, and you can add an ascending or descending. So if you want something that is easier for your athletes at the beginning, you can just see you can do it in a specific order. The other thing is here, the notes part. When you click on notes, what we did is we looked up on the PDF or the documents that were shared by World Aquatics, and we actually copied anything that has mentioned this skill in the booklet. And you can see here, one of the definitions that was written about the flexibility is that it includes different types of flexibility, and it's all as written. And if you kind of have a doubt, or if you want to read more, we have specified here the page number where you can find the information. So basically, the notes part is just anything that mentions this code, and you can see the code written here. So F1C, anything that is remotely close to this code is going to be mentioned in the notes part. So it kind of, here for the allowance, you will see that you get the images as well. So, and you can actually zoom in on the images. I will show that later. The other thing, when you look through the app, you can also find Acro codes. And here you will see, I just reset the filters, and then I went back to look up Acro codes. So you can search and narrow down by group or by sequence. So here I did an example of group A. And once this is done, I can just select, for example, the position that I want to see some positions, which positions are interesting, which positions and my athlete can do. And here, for example, you look at the ring, you can see the different variations of the ring. After that, I think, yeah, the J, for example, and you will see that all the details that are written in the table are also mentioned in the app. So anything that is mentioned, you can see the description is full, and it says where it's at. And here you can see actually examples of using this position. These are all old examples from the catalog, but we actually re-entered the new codes. So what we did is we took the catalog which had 500 different examples in the last version, and we put the new codes that fit. And some of the catalog examples were actually omitted because some of them don't work anymore with the new rules. So this is basically the search and learn part. If anyone has a question about that, or if would like to ask anything about this, because this is just the library part. The library part is actually free to use. So for you or for your athletes, everybody has access to this information except for the notes. But the description is there, the values are there, so you can see, you can understand the movement, and this is something that you can share with your athletes, and it's just a glossary, and it's just for information. So the library, basically, it's about learning the movements, learning the families, and learning what is the basis of all this. So
I don't see any questions yet right now, but I just wanted to add that I love that obviously we have everything on one page, but we also have the DD of that position that you're showing right now. Like you have the description where you can use it, and also the DD, because as coaches we want to build something that's that bring our DD higher.
Yes.
So
well, yeah,
that was great.
Yeah, this is the first thing, that's just learning about it. And then the second part, which I want to talk about, is the okay, so here is the catalog, and here you can find examples. So you see the first part was, if I go back, I don't know why it's not going back. So this is the catalog tab, and in the catalog tab you can actually just browse all the examples of the different available acros. Right now it's only the acros that were previously in the catalog, because we still haven't uploaded them all. We are working a bit hard on that. But you can see when you click on the example, you can see the construction on its own, the grip on its own, the position on its own, and it just breaks down the acro and how it is. You can see the DD here on top, on the right, and you can see each sequence and how much it's worth in DD. But this part is only for subscribers. And not only this, but we will also have we will have examples with videos. We had videos before in prior to the Olympics and before the rules changed. We had some video examples which were very helpful to see how the acrobatic was working. But now we're still gathering information on that to add to the library. So and hopefully soon we will have also hybrid examples of videos with the sequences or the families in the hybrid. So this is basically the idea behind the search part. So the search part is codes and catalog. The codes just search codes, and you can actually enter a code that you like, and you will find it easily if you don't know what the code you have is. Okay, so the Acro and Hybrid Builder is the main star of Fishtail App. So this is the actual software, and this is what is very helpful, hopefully, for you guys. And it's why it's here in the middle. It's the plus sign in the middle. So here I'm doing an example of a hybrid file. So the first thing I did is I just create a file. I give it a name and the description. And then here you can see that you have different options. You can either create an Acro file or a hybrid file. In this example, I'm creating a hybrid file for a team. Obviously, why do I select here? Because if you're doing a team, you can get connections for 4 or plus. When you do duets, you can only have the connections that are for 2 people. The solos don't have connections, and this is basically the only difference between the hybrids at the moment. As for, we still haven't also added the mixed duet transition rules. Hopefully in the near future we will have it, but right now we are only focusing on hybrids and acros. Here in the Acro, you can select which group, because this entails the different codes that you can use in this group. So once we've created the file, you will see. Okay, no, sorry. I think I skipped one. Okay, so here it's going back to creating the file. Here I select team. And here you can see this is what the file looks like. So the file starts with the DD 0.5, because this is the base mark, always there. And then you have a space here, room for your video to add. And after that, you have different families that you can choose from. So the first thing I chose is to add a thrust. Once I selected to add the thrust, it gives me a list of all available codes to add from the catalog, things that are available now, each one with its own DD and the description. If the description doesn't fit, you will just be able to click for a long time on it, and it will just appear. Following this, I added a spin, and because I knew which spin I wanted, I just searched for it. I clicked S3 and I found the S3 and I just added it. Following this, I wanted to add some rotations. So here, for the sake of just trying the app, I wanted to show you that you have here, for example, an ROB and then an RCB and then another ROB. Okay, so here, this is an important part, because you can see here that it did not take the right sequence, but you can easily just drag the family or the skill as you want. So if you decide to change the sequence or the order, you can just drag and drop. The last thing I'm adding here is the airborne. And you can see that you still have all the airborne examples. And I've decided to just put this A6 here, and maybe not have the entire team do an A6. I'll have the team do, part of them will do an A6 and the other part will do an A7. So I added the A7. And once I did that, I selected to do the factoring. So you can see here, the factoring here I did is 0.5, because I selected that is half the swimmer or more. And it just automatically did the math and it calculated the DD above. And I will do the same for the airborne. the A7. So now I have the DD calculated here, and it's real time. Whenever you click on something, it just adds on here. Something I didn't show in the video, if I had tried to add more than 3 times the same skill, it would have told me that I had reached the maximum amount. And if I had tried to add more than 5 from the same family, it would have refused to add it. And this aligns with the current rules. And if they change, it takes us about 24 hours to update the software to be right. Okay. Now here is an important part. I wanted to generate the code, and as you can see, I just clicked here and I clicked on the generate code, and now the code is right there, and I can click here to copy and paste it anywhere I want, and it has the factoring and it has the right sequence as I have seen it at the end. Okay, so now I want to see my everything in details, and this is what we call an element file. An element file is for preview, and here you can see that each image is shown. You have the DD, the family name, the code itself, and here you have a hyperlink for the description and a hyperlink for notes. So this is a perfect way to study the entire hybrid in one place. And here you can see that it is factored. This is why it's purple and it's not the same color. Following this, I want to make sure that everybody's following. Ludi, how is it going? Is everything
Well, I
clear?
think everyone, yeah, for me, everything is really clear. I'm actually loving it.
And
I
you
do
can
not see any questions yet on the chat.
Okay, so it's everything is fine and it's clear. Am I talking too fast or too slow?
It's
All
great for
good?
me. Very clear. I think we can move on to we building an Acro now.
Okay, yes, we're building an Acro now. So let's build an Acro, but this is a different way of building the element. So the last time what we did, we said create new. But here we are doing import from catalog. And import from catalog is fun for the Acro because most of the time you know what the Acro looks like and you don't want to start from scratch. So here what I did is I got the entire list of all Acros. Usually there's a filter here. I was just missing it in when I was doing the video, but you can actually filter the list and select the example that you want to use. So here I did it to, I think I selected a random example from, yes, group P. And what I do is I import it. And it's very important that you check each code because sometimes the images are not perfect. And this is what the World Aquatics say on everything, that you have to read the description very well. So you always check the written description. And you can see here that you have the file already built for you. So you got the construction part, the grip or the connection, and the position, and it's standing here. What's fun about this is that you don't have to stick to this. You can actually edit it now. So you can either just copy and paste the code as it was generated, or you can add something. Like, for example, here I just wanted to add a rotation. So I looked up the rotation and added it, and it quickly did it on the calculator. And now I have a new code with the rotation. So you can see it here. It's generated with the rotation. So this is the same as per hybrid. You have the whole file with the descriptions, with the notes. And here also says that the written description always prevails. So this is an example. You can also see the declaration, how to declare, and the page number where we got the information from. So if you want to double check that the information is correct, because you never know. Actually, we've done it and we've double checked a lot, but for the peace of mind, and if you want to see it yourself, this is the page number where we got the information from. So here, once we're done with the file here, I'm showing you here that you can actually zoom in. When you click on the image, you can zoom in to see all the details. And these are all graphics that we have at Fishtail App drawn to have this resolution and to make sure that each position is properly done. So here we're done with the hybrid builder and the Acro builder, and I want to talk to you about the idea of sharing and consulting, because the idea of the app is also to not keep you isolated. You can connect, and it's a new format because I'm sure that each code has their own way of writing down an element or that writing down the DD or whatever. But having Fishtail app is an easy way to just transfer information and share it with your other coaches, with your athletes, with your head coach. And it's just a great way to store your files in a neat way. So here you can see on the right, we have a list of things. I want to show you this because I don't know why it just doesn't want me to go back. Okay. So here you have settings where you can change your email, when you can change your location, your profile, and all this I didn't go through because it's pretty basic. Here you can see your packages, which subscription you have. Here are the notifications. Sometimes we send you messages like when we have an update or anything like that. There's the help. You can reach us through email and Instagram. We're pretty responsive on both. And you go to files. And I'm going now to my files to show you how it's easy to share files. Now you have two parts. These are my elements. These are the things that I've created. And shared with me is here. So if, for example, Ludi shares an Acro with me or a hybrid, it will be on this side of the tab, so that it's just different. It just shows which one is which. So here I'm going to select one of the files and show you the different ways of sharing. This is the file that we created, and here I clicked on the sharing. So the sharing, we have the first way to do it is to share as viewer. And this is something I recommend to do with your athletes. You just punch down their emails. Even if they don't have Fishtail app, they will get it on their email. They will get an invitation, and they will have access to the file. So in this sense, they can see the file, but they can't delete, they can't edit the information, but they can comment. And this is something I'm going to show you in a bit. The second option is to share as an editor, and it's same goes here. And this is recommended for your if you're doing it as a head coach and you want to share it with your coaches, or if you want to share it with someone who's consulting and who wants to have access to edit the file, because in this case they can edit, they can remove, they can add, they can remove the video or everything. The last way to share is to share with technical controller, and in this option, you have to write down a question. So here, for example, I'm writing, is this the right code? Usually we get those inquiries, and you would have to have a video of the element. And once we get it, the request, we share the video and the suggested code that you've suggested with our network of technical controllers to get their feedback. We are very sensitive to where we're sharing so that there's no conflict, but this is very helpful for a lot of people, especially those who don't have access to technical controllers. We get, and if there's if we don't get a straight answer, we usually get up to 3 different opinions from 3 different controllers from 3 different countries. So, and it's just their opinion. It's not ours. It's just a certified technical controller's opinion. Okay. And where do you get this opinion? You get it as a notification, and you get it in the comment section, which I'll be showing briefly. So here you can see that the element has been sent successfully. And in this case, we get it in our back end, and we process it within like 48 hours. Basically, we try to get the answers as fast as possible. Here's the comment section, and here you can just add any comment. I'm just writing something to show you the example. But we can just write anything. So any user who has access to this file can write a note. You can specify who's doing what, maybe like talk about the pattern. We still haven't added the pattern change as a bonus, but it's coming soon, and I'll be discussing with you what we're looking forward to adding in the future. So here, you can see here, you just click add comment. And then when you do view our comments, you will have it here. So you'll have a list of all the comments, and you can still, it's like a chat on the file itself. So we talked about the hybrid and Acro Builder. It's important to note that the video file, you can upload it from your gallery. You can record it directly from the application. You can play back the video in slow motion up to a quarter of the time. So it's very slow that you can see if there's a mistake or anything. And there's a millisecond timer on the right. You can add up to 3 videos per file to track progress, so that the first time they did it, the second, the third, and then you can have all your videos in one place rather than just filling up your gallery and not knowing which videos which. We have the calculator on the right, on the top right corner. As you can see, there's always the DD value. It's there. It's real time. It's integrated, adding the base mark and tracking, taking the factors into consideration. The code generator, it's just in one easy click. You copy and paste, and it's as per the latest rules with caps and small letters, and it's all verified. And coming soon, we have an automatic error detection coming soon. We're working on that very hard, so that if you put the same position twice, it will tell you not to do that. If you use the wrong bonuses together, or if you use the wrong rotation with the wrong base in the construction, this is all coming up soon. I'm hoping within the next few weeks. And the last thing we talked about is the sharing and consulting. The files are very easy to navigate. So you can send your files to everyone in your community, and you can share it in different ways, as I've shown you. So what are we working on right now? We are adding more details from the international rules, such as which codes don't work with what. We are also adding execution, more execution examples. We're also adding a new feature soon, which is the video tutorials. And this is where you can get videos discussing specific matters, and some of them are on technical merits, and others will be on mental health of the athletes and how to navigate competitions and all that. And finally, the routine builder. And the routine builder is just going to be summarizing the whole thing. We're going to have all the rules integrated, so that when you start a routine, for example, like a solo tech for seniors, it will just tell you how many hybrids you need, how many technical elements you need. If you're doing it for an acro example or something like that, it will just tell you when you have the same, if you've mistakenly put the same position twice, or if you've used the same construction, it will just give you a warning. So it's all about communicating and making the right decisions. The whole idea is to just make you focus on creativity and technical merit rather than just adding and looking into the rules. So it would be our pleasure if you subscribe. USA Artistic Swimming Foundation has negotiated with us some promo codes, and but it's only available for the yearly plan. So what's different for the subscribers is that you can have access to all notes. The free version has only 3 files, and you can't edit or delete them, so it's kind of limited. But when you do the subscription, you get 120 files per year. For the yearly subscribers, you get up to 12 free consultations per year, and you can have access to all examples and all upcoming tutorials. Some tutorials will be for free anyway, but any premium tutorials will be only for our premium subscribers. This app is for you guys. I don't know why the logo is not showing, but it's really for you guys. So whatever feedback you have, whether it's positive, negative, I really appreciate it, because really whenever I get a comment and a feedback, whether it's positive or negative, it just helps us make this easier to navigate. It's all about the user experience, and we want your coaching experience to be just easier and more fun, and just, as I said, focus on the technical merit and the artistic part, and forget about calculations now.
Yeah, that's definitely very helpful. I'm sure some coaches or judges or DTC here present today feel that anxiety coming when you're very close to a meet. So as a coach, you have the anxiety to hopefully I did the right code and my swimmers are not going to be swimming and I made a mistake on the coach card, or
Yeah.
feeling bad as a DTC knowing that that code is wrong.
Mm.
And the athletes are going to give their best, but you have to fail it. So it's really hard on both sides as well. So yeah, thank you so much. Do you want me to go over the comments? I do not see any questions, but a lot of comments, so I can read it. So Susie was just letting us know that your presentation was very clear. All guys saying thank you so much for creating this app, for this beautiful presentation.
Thank you, guys.
Irma saying it's super cool app. I'm sure it can help so many people. Lawmeth is saying this is an amazing app. Wow, you are doing an amazing job. Oh, we have a question.
Yay! Okay.
A question from Lucy.
You can.
You mentioned you can upload video from the app.
You can upload a video on the app, but not actually. We had this feature to download the video from the app, but right now we don't have any videos available. We only have graphics. But once we have the videos, I'm not sure about downloading. So if you want to we can look into it if you guys want to download the video. What we have actually had in the previous version is that you could download your video of the element and have the code written at the bottom. So we can definitely bring that back. What we were focusing on right now was mainly the slow motion part, because I think everybody uses that. And also having the timer so that you can see if you're getting the 3 seconds, right? Because this is, a lot of people are, the base marks come flying when the 3 seconds are missed. So this is why we had the millisecond part, so that you can see the progress or the actual timer. But you can upload a video. There's a limit, obviously. I think it's now 59 seconds. We think that's quite enough for an element, because with the Acro it was only 15 seconds, but now with the hybrids we've raised the limit to 59 so that people have enough time to upload and record. That's it. So I hope you guys enjoyed this, and I'm really looking forward to getting your feedback once you use the app. I am here, like anybody who's tried to contact me through Instagram or anything, you will see that I try to reply as soon as possible, and definitely just try to help. And share it with others, because it will work much better when we are all on the same platform and just giving feedback. Like if you call me up and you say, Laila, this is something that came up or something like that, it's definitely helpful for the entire community. And that's all. I wish you an amazing day.
Yeah, thank you so much, Leila, for that amazing presentation. Hi, Adam.